off and leave this place behind us. But you know better. Nothing is what it seems. We're stuck here, and the real world is somewhere else, down there.
They're really amping up this could be a dream. Maybe it's not reality.
Yeah.
Is this real life or is this fantasy?
Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. You know the next line?
Open your eyes.
I don't think that's it.
Get supersized by me? No? Then he starts...
I think it's any way the wind blows, nothing really matters to me.
No. That's later. What are you even walking on?
Gravity? I don't know.
You're walking on gravity?
Yeah, okay?
Gravity is that rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice rock, they named it Gravity.
If he's such a master, if he saw it all,
I know what's happening then.
why didn't he stop it from happening?
You figured this whole game
If
out.
that rock is gravity,
Yeah.
that means gravity is made up of microscopic spores that are everywhere. Which
really...
means this is in some sort of microverse. Filled with bunny-hooded madmen.
You're really overthinking this, Dan.
Alright, it's fine, it's a fucking dream.
This game's actually way more straightforward than you think it is. If that's the way you're thinking.
Maybe he was the warden of the prison and went crazy and had to be prisoned himself.
He'll try to play it cool. Easy for him, he chose to be here. But we are definitely not cool with this.
Maybe this is all in your head. You're really just like an English teacher in sunny Maine.
It's all written by Stephen King because all of his books take place in Maine.
Yep. Even the ones that don't.
Like Desperation.
No, there's lots of that in Maine.
No, he wrote a book called Desperation.
What's it about? It's about Maine.
Desperation.
Jailer is the key.
All I know is that there's a cat nailed to a sign on the cover.
They should bury that in the pet cemetery. It'll be alright.
Yeah. I like that post you made about the pet cemetery the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
I just asked the question. I more pose the notion of how big of an animal can the pet cemetery bring back? Like, if you bury a whale there, will it work? And will that zombie whale need water anymore?
Yeah. This is a talking point, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, well,
I've been looking forward to this moment.
You have cool headphones.
yeah. This is like Old Man Lucio.
I foretold your escape.
How have they not come out with just... Like, Blizzard needs to just sell Diva's headphones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Time is a picture in motion through eternity.
They released an album by Lucio.
Did they?
Yeah, like, it was viral marketing before the game came out. Nobody knew who it was, who this new DJ was.
The picture stop.
Huh.
Yeah.
Was it good?
I don't know.
I'm here to
Was it a real album?
Yeah.
tick again. I can't kill you, but I can remove you from my here and now, capture you and bring you back until the next cycle.
So at this point, we've stopped fighting other prisoners. We've gotten up to the prison guards.
Oh, so there are actual guards.
Yes. These are people who are just here in case prisoners escape. So this is why I hate this boss fight. 'Cause it's just this.
Oh, your projectiles keep bouncing.
Yeah.
Can they hurt you?
Yes. So I basically have to shoot them.
Oh.
Shoot them out of the air. Take down his shields.
Have you ever read the story Pet Sematary?
No, I'm not.
Because I've seen both of the movies, but a long time ago. And that's a pretty big fucking cemetery.
Yeah?
I mean, you could probably fit a whale in it. At least one.
I mean, it would take a while.
And you would have to get it there, obviously.
Of course.
But, like, I don't know, like, did the things that came back to life from the Pet Cemetery still, like...
You live under the illusion of
Like, they weren't alive, right?
What, in the Pet Cemetery? No.
Yeah. So, like...
No, they were dead, and people went there to bury the pets, and then eventually this urban legend started about them coming back. So more people started burying things there, and then eventually somebody, like, said, like, Timmy died! Oh, we should bury him in that haunted pet cemetery, and then he'll come back and we'll have our son back. But what came back wasn't their son.
Was it like, oh, this monster is in our son's corpse now?
Oh, no, he was just a zombie, and he, was eating flesh and killing people and stuff like that.
Okay. Because, like, I know they brought back a dog, and it was like a terror dog, and...
No, that's Cujo.
No, there was...
And then they crashed their car there, and it was a terror car named Christine.
Yeah.
You
God,
know your Stephen King.
What if that's it? What if, like Maine, what if there's, like, a handful of things that bind together and explain everything in the Stephen King universe?
Like Goosebumps.
They're all in Maine.
Where it's all monster blood,
Yeah.
and...
They're all in Maine. And anything supernatural is either because of a pet cemetery or The Shining. Christine, yeah, they broke it. Because, like, it probably doesn't happen as much anymore, but people used to, like, bury their old cars and stuff.
That's never happened, actually.
That's happened.
That has never happened once. You're a liar.
We
and
have
a
friends
thief.
who live in the South. We can fact check this today.
But they don't believe in driving. They still have horses.
That's true. I think they have carriages that they just tie to the tumbleweeds. And the tumbleweeds pull. Like, what would happen if, like, you took someone to the pet cemetery but didn't bury it? You just let it hang out on the surface for a few years. Will it come back anyway?
Eventually it would get buried.
I mean, would it come back anyway, or what would that do?
I think it would be fine.
It would just stay a non-zombie thing?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know, I mean...
I
Eventually...
mean, it's not a good area.
I mean,
but...
eventually some of that evil's gotta soak in, right?
Oh no, is it an evil area?
I mean, it has to be.
I mean, you're not wrong, but... I don't know. Maybe it's just like... There's something in the water over there, you know what I mean?
It would be more than just that plot of land, then. Unless there's multiple pet cemeteries, and we just don't know. Unless it's not a lake, it's an ocean.
Oh man, it's been a while since we had a good Alan Wake reference.
Yeah.
a crack in the shell. But can you find it twice?
It's a very pretty boss fight.
It is.
Make every second.
Like, has that ever been confirmed? Like, is everybody in Stephen King's universe that has mind powers is it just The Shining?
No,
like,
I don't think so.
Did Carrie have The Shining?
I don't think so. I've never even heard that theory.
Really?
Is that a thing?
It must be.
You just made it up, and you're like, yeah, totally.
I mean, it probably is, but does it make sense?
No, it totally makes sense. I like it. I don't think it's true, but I like it.
You know what? I'm gonna throw out another bullshit theory that I just made up.
Alright.
Every single time someone important dies in a Stephen King story, they become a Langolier.
That's definitely not true.
And then they go to the place beyond time, and they consume stories.
Is that what the Langoliers do?
I think what the Langoliers do is
No,
like...
no, they don't consume stories. What are you talking
Well,
about?
technically they do, because everything's stories, and all life's a stage.
What are the things you're thinking of?
No, the Langoliers are those, like...
No,
those-
I know that they're the Pac-Man ones.
Those are the ones where, like, as soon as we're done living this few minutes, they come up behind us and eat up those few minutes to make room for like the future minutes.
Are you serious? I never knew that.
Yeah,
I just know they look like Pac-Man.
they kind of do. Like that was the movie where like the people are on the airplane, right? And they're like, "Holy fuck, we gotta fly!"
And then it crashes into Donnie Darko.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god.
Am I blowing your mind?
Oh, you are more than a little. I would love it if that's how that Tom Hanks movie ends.
Sully!
Yeah, where like
it's gotta go in the lake! The Langoliers are on my tail!
And he just lands on this house, and they're like, we just see whoever, I don't know who played Donnie Darko, but we just see somebody reading the
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, we just see someone reading a newspaper, and in the obituaries is a picture of Jake Gyllenhaal from like the 90s. That Tom Hanks movie that's fucking weird, man.
That's gonna be awful.
Well, not even that, because like that's one of those movies where the first time I saw a trailer for it was like last Christmas when they do that whole like coming in 2016, like one of those, and then I saw it again like a few months ago, and I'm like, what the fuck? I thought this movie came out a year ago.
That's one of those movies where it's like, it's vilifying a bunch of people who are just really trying to do their jobs. Where it's like there's like the IA of airport security, I guess, and they're just asking them a bunch of like generic questions that they have to ask everybody in a plane crash.
And it's like, wow, listen to this villain.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, it's like how every time you see an episode of Law and Order, and Internal Affairs comes around, and it's like, oh, they're the bad guys who are stopping our heroes from doing their jobs.
And meanwhile, Elliot is drowning a man in a lake in the background. He's like, you guys are monsters.
Yeah.
You write your own story.
Oh, right.
You're a maniac. Someday they're gonna put you on a stamp and then say, gotcha.
What? What does that mean?
It made sense in my brain.
Did it?
Yeah.
I'd love to visit your crazy, wacky theme park mind sometime.
I don't think you would. Hey, so you told me that Nickelodeon wants to make a theme park.
They're currently making it. It's going to be the largest indoor theme park in the world, and it's coming to New Jersey, our great home state.
Our great nation of New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I was telling you that just like how Great Adventure does Fright Fest every year
Yes!
for Halloween,
Yes.
they should have their own Halloween thing and call it "Are You Afraid of the Park?"
Yes, and I love that idea.
Are you afraid of the park? Yeah. Nailed it. It must hurt getting your head slammed through light. Or just feel kind of warm and tingly.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you know naked old men are gonna be tough.
They have to be to rock this look.
So who made this game, and have they done other things?
The Game Bakers, remember?
Yeah.
I think these are the guys that did Afro Samurai 2. Remember that game?
Isn't that the one that nobody could play and they
Yeah.
stopped selling?
Yeah. I think that's them. They certainly made up for it.
Oh, was this after that?
Yes.
Is this what they wanted to make, but no one would let them?
As I think so.
No, not so fast.
So Rob, if I remember our plan correctly, we were going to do the Final Fantasies in order, and since we can't do 13, we should jump right to 14.
No.
You've been itching to get started.
My cease.
You won't stop telling me about this free trial.
You won't stop telling me about this free trial.
Yeah, you should really take advantage
If
of
you
it.
want to do a video on 14, do a video on 14. And you know what? I'll even sit with you as you play and waste your life, and I'll crack jokes about it. But I'm not going to play it.
What if I'm like, hey Rob, would you mind I'm holding the controller, and I'm holding a delicious sandwich. I'm like, hey, Rob, would you mind holding this delicious sandwich? And you're like, well, sure, buddy. And I'll be like, haha, it was really the controller between 2 slices of bread. Now you're playing.
I think I would notice.
And what you thought was a controller is really just a piece of paper with the word controller written on it.
Oh no, fooled again!
Do people still like World of Warcraft? Because every time I hear it brought up, it's either in a negative way or in a way of like, oh yeah, that's still there.
I heard that the new expansion is very good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good.
But I've heard that in the way, like, yeah, they're finally getting good again. So, your guess is as good as mine.
I was thinking about this morning while I was eating breakfast. I'm like,
Of
you
course.
know, what? Because WoW has been around forever. It feels like, and what would it take for? I mean, I guess every business plan like this has that line.
Damn.
Where, like, if our profit stream dips below this, we're gonna pull the plug and set the building on fire. Like, what would it take for Blizzard to just stop World of Warcraft?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
And I'm not saying they should. I've never
yeah.
played it. I don't know. Maybe it's great. Maybe it's terrible. I have no idea. But it's been around forever, and it feels like kind of like a staple
Yeah.
of, like, video games.
I have no idea.